Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Napoleon Total War and the Great War mod. We're on here on the Eastern Front and we're continuing our battle against the Russians. We're gonna go ahead and attack Petrograd, as I said we would, I think. Thing is, however, Petrograd, this is the third time I'm doing this, because I did it twice, and it seems as though the bunkers seem to be messing it up when I'm trying to blow them up with my artillery. So what we're gonna do is, I don't really trust this, so we're gonna go ahead and save, and then we're gonna go ahead and auto-resolve, and we only lost 100 men. And it seems aggressive attacker, my general, got a lot of good points here to make him even better. He's aggressive attacker and he's good, but he only has a level of 3 for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why all my officers do not actually carry uniforms. They're all in sort of suits. Same with my other general. Wait, let's see. The new one. Surely he has no crap. And my Western Front general, yes, he looks more like a Marine officer. I'm pretty sure he is a Marine officer. Given, maybe all of them are, actually. Well, at least 2 of them. This looks more like he's about to fly an aircraft. One of the latest comments on the video right now that's been released, I don't think I've released up until this point. So there might be other comments that, you know, since I record like a few at a time, you won't get sort of latest. But someone wanted me to enact the Schiefen plan. No, I don't. I said it right. Crap. You know what plan I'm talking about? The plan to bypass the French fortifications by going through Belgium. Now I'm probably gonna do this. Because I can bypass a lot of the French armies and I can strike at Paris and sort of then move back to destroying their armies rather than destroying their armies and then go to Paris. Sort of stop their supply, because most of their troops comes from Paris. Their recruitment center is over here. Then Marseille is the second one. So once Paris and Marseille has fallen, all you have are these smaller locations outside, which it looks as though France hasn't bothered by building up at all. So once we take those out, also the Paris region is really large, so that's really going to cripple the French. I notice here they've got 2 resupply areas here, so they've got huge amount of resupply in this region. So if we can take that out, we can take out the French. It would be nice if they've gone ahead and built up their I'm not entirely sure what the Arc de Triomphe I think they have. So we would get the bonuses of that once it's built. So we take it. But first I need the armies on the Eastern Front to be ready to strike. So I don't want to. What I'm trying to say is I don't have the money to recruit enough forces to push on the Western Front, and what I want to do is push Russia out of the war, and in so doing I would free up the men, and then I can move them back to the Western Front and we can make a push on France. Once France has fallen, there's really no one that can stand against me, because I will have the might in resources and just the how large my empire will be by having the Russian, but also crushing France will destroy the real threat in Europe against me, and the British can't really do anything, and then slowly but surely I can strangle them. Hopefully. That's the idea anyways. They've raid mines, demand letters, and workers on strike. Nothing that I didn't think was gonna happen, so we're gonna increase the... Gonna repair... No, we're not gonna repair that. We're gonna repair the autonomy level, and then we're gonna start building a soup kitchen. The autonomy level is good because it keeps the populace relatively happy, but we can't have it because that's going to drain a lot of the financial power of this area. I'm not going to go ahead and repair the national military headquarters just yet, because we need to get the happiness under control before we do that. At the same time, we're going to have this army. It's going to move just to the edge to make sure that these guys are fully replenished before we go ahead and attack the next place there. And there's really nothing happening on the western front. Gonna try to save up some money, maybe build something to increase production and whatnot. Anyways, let's go ahead and end turn. And the Belgians go ahead and join the French there on the front line. Not entirely sure, maybe another push by them this time combined. It might also have opened up a attack on the Belgian capital, although I do not want to move my spy over there just to find out that they've got something there that could easily ruin my attack. The shopping center doesn't really add a super whole lot of value, so not even gonna bother by repairing it. Could go ahead and build this up, logging camp, but there's a risk of that being destroyed quite quickly. Cost of construction buildings in all regions. That's pretty good. 5% off in all regions. We're gonna definitely build that up. I do believe I have a second one somewhere there. Industrial sawmill. That gives them unhappiness, but that 8% for all regions. So that's good. That's good. Very good. I believe this army should be ready to move. Yes. Smolensk. Boom. The German Empire has struck again. And we've seized this here location. The training grounds will be burnt down, and we're gonna replace it with administrative buildings. Right, let's go ahead and end turn. Austro-Hungarians moving around. They don't seem to be doing much. I believe they declared war. For some reason, they really want Serbia. For some reason, like really want it, because they even declared war on the Greeks. But they seem to have sort of... They don't seem to make any headway. I believe also the Italians are at war with us, although they haven't done anything. Although they can push all their might through one route towards the Austro-Hungarians, but no, nothing's really happened here. More experience, some stuff is built. We've got armies moving around here, so I'm not sure, but at one point I'm gonna push these two together, and we're gonna try to go after these guys. We also have this army. I'm not entirely sure. Well, it's full of flamethrower troops. That's just weird. Got an army over here. That's definitely gonna be supplied, or it's gonna be reinforced by this army. And then we have this, so hopefully, maybe this army can create some problems when it starts to move towards Moscow. Yeah, let's see. No, I don't think I have anything else. Let's go ahead and end turn. Also, I have quite a bit of different technologies that I want to get done. And at this point, I think the one they're gonna take the longest has like 15 turns or something like that. It's a massive amount. Russians continue. The Russian keep doing these guerrilla tactics where they don't actually engage me. They just move around. But I guess that shouldn't really come as a surprise, since we are dealing with the Russians after all. Can build up that one more, and then we're gonna have one in autonomy level, and then we should be able to move out. I could go ahead and move for Kiev and try to go that way, but we really don't have enough to cover that much. I want to go for the capital directly, and hopefully that will create a massive blow towards the Russians. There's a lot of troops here on the Western Front. Luckily for me, the AI is too stupid to actually move on me. We even got troops from Finland. Now there's some troops moving up from... The problem with leaving this region, of course, will be the fact that it's open to be captured by the enemy once we've left. Let's see. I can actually have proper regiments here, so we can bring some up. Let's have some proper regiments recruited, try to defend some of these regions that has been acquired, newly acquired, into the empire. And then, no, I don't think we have money for anything else. This army, what more could you have? Some Finnish Jaegers, but at the same time, how much money? As soon as I start making any money, I spend it on troops, and then it's gone within seconds. Let's go ahead and end turn. I want to make sure that I get on marching towards Moscow before winter sets in again, because that's gonna lock me down, and that's gonna be a real problem. We've got a French army trying to bypass me again, and we're gonna have to flush it out and destroy it. Increase unionization. Hopefully that we gain some good out of that. Foreign recruitment. I want something that actually gives me something. War correspondence. That's actually good. That could be good. Scrap drives. I don't build that much artillery, but that could also be good. Aircraft carriers. The problem here is I cannot continue here because I'm missing some parts here, but mostly because I don't have the building. Once I can actually repair the one that's in Petrograd, we should actually see about doing that. Are they happy enough? How much? There's 6 unhappiness for the lower class, and the resistance to the occupying force is still 20, so we still have a bit to go. I can, however, go ahead and upgrade this logging camp, which will increase or continue on decreasing the amount here. Let's go ahead and upgrade this to a homeless shelter. The nobility don't like the homeless shelter because they hate the poor. Now, yes, this should be enough for me to... Yeah, I can move out. We can start moving towards the Russian capital. The troops here are not ready yet to move up to Smolensk, but I do not fear the enemy right now. Let's go ahead and end turn. See what goes down. Oh yes! Oh, I forgot about the Western Front and the Frenchies. Are they gonna move? Let's see if yes, they move through and they set up there. Here's another army that's moving through. They're all moving through. Crap. I'm gonna have to take the army that's protecting against the Belgians, because the Belgians are not there. Oh, what's this? Ambush. Was I ambushed or were they ambushed? Because the ambush did not strike. Huh. Let's go ahead and save. Just in case. Right. Fight it. Okay, I am attacking. Ah, I have managed to ambush a Russian army. How very nice. Interesting if they brought bunkers with them. We ambush an army on the move that brings bunkers with them. Right, let's go ahead and see. No, they have one cannon with them. It's a light howitzer. Then they've got loads of cavalry and stuff. Right, this is gonna be a massacre. First we're gonna split off the regiments. We're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 5. Okay, so we're gonna have 6 on this side because I'm gonna put the general on this side. It's almost so they reach them, but once we once the battle actually starts, I'm pretty sure they'll start to move within range. And then we'll have the mortars on this side. We move into Russia without them knowing it. Oh, we have 2 kinds of toggle shells. No, that's only it only fires shells. Right. Let's go ahead and start this massacre. Yeah, some troops. Yeah, the troops are firing. Poor Russians.
Sir, our general is under attack.
Stray fire from my own troops from the other side of the map managed to reach the general. The Russian cavalry is being slaughtered. Here comes the mortars striking in. They are in the forest though, so that's protecting them a bit. It seems as though they're pushing their entire force towards the weaker frontier. Let's have the troops advance. They're not really returning fire. They were marching. Suddenly they came under fire. By shells and by gunfire. The general was just taken down. That's gonna cause a lot of problem. I want you to aim for the unit right in the center. They're starting to break up. They're trying to do their best, but they were led into an ambush. And they tried desperately to make their way out of this. Oh, they are moving. Halt. Fired well. I think they're trying to follow one of these. Ah, oh, look at the massacre. It's absolute massacre. They die where they stand. Quite a few still holding on though. It seems as though some of them are making their way out of this. But it's just an absolute massacre here. The troops on this side doesn't really have enough good coverage of who they're targeting. Are the mortars even firing? Am I gonna have to give you a target then? Fire on this one, in the middle of the forest. The Russian units that are still on the field actually put up quite a decent fight here. Are you able to fire? Move in like so. Boom. Yep. Once the mortar started firing again, it was all over. But to make sure that our march on Moscow is secure, we're gonna have to keep firing on them. Dreadful business. But these guys will return if we do not do this. Did we kill the general? I don't think... Did we get a message? I don't think we did. This group clearly chose the wrong way out, as they're coming straight up towards the regiment there. The mortars are quite accurate. Right, I think the Russians had enough, judging by the field here. And by the hundreds of men lying there. Decisive victory. It's gonna be interesting to see how many died, but it's an absolute massacre. They didn't stand a chance. We still lost 500 men though, but 100 of those were due to friendly fire. But the enemy suffered 2,641 out of 3,000 men, leaving only 458 troops standing. Well, my plans to attack here don't seem to be going that well, so we're gonna pull these guys back. We can close in on Moscow now. It's not protected. It's protected by one rifle regiment. Holy crap. This place is, however, not protected either. So this force could go ahead and take it. But even then, I'm gonna take their capital. Although I'm not entirely sure what it is their capital, because this place became very unhappy, which might indicate that this was the capital. That should change my my budget quite a bit, allowing that area to be taxed. I'm gonna have to deal with these guys as well by moving this force. It's not a good force, but we're gonna have to move all of that to Darmstadt. And there's 2 other French forces in the forest there. Looking at the time though, I think I'm gonna end it right here. So, hopefully you guys enjoy this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.